Most brands can't break past 15, maybe 20% of their revenue coming from email. And when they do, it's usually because they sent 42 back-to-back flash sales and burned their entire list in the ground. And if you actually want email and SMS to become your main retention channel, I'm talking 30% or more of total revenue, then this video is going to break down the 5 pillars that are standing in your way. I'm Nikita from Aspect, and it's my job to help e-com brands turn email into their #1 revenue channel without being cringe. So let's get into it. Pillar number 1 is just weak list growth. The reason most brands can't scale retention is because there's nothing to retain. If your pop-ups suck, and if your lead magnet is weaker than hotel Wi-Fi, and if you're not bringing in any net new eyeballs every day, your list is just going to decay in real time. And your pop-ups need 2 things. Number 1, a specific reason to sign up, which is your offer, and a conversion-focused layout that's actually built to capture. We've A/B tested hundreds of offers. 10% off, 20% off, buy one, get one, free shipping, free mystery gift, early access to product launches, cash back, and they all work for the right brand. But what most people miss is not only the pop-up itself, but other channels to grow your list. While yes, your pop-up is going to be a pretty big source for getting inbound traffic to subscribe to your email list, it's also important to highlight some of the non-pop-up related opportunities. And we're talking about post-purchase referral flows, getting VIP early access lists to product launches and hyping that up through social, giveaways that are aligned with complementary brands, quizzes, UGC opt-ins, and content lead magnets on your blogs. Pop-ups get about 70% of list growth. The other 30, you're probably leaving that on the table. And if you want a video breaking down all of the non-pop-up list growth plays, I've actually got one right up here, so go ahead and check that out after the video. Now moving on to pillar number 2 is just missing core infrastructure. Now email doesn't scale if the foundation is cracked, and if you don't have flows set up, your email strategy is basically duct tape and hope. Let's talk core infrastructure. Every brand needs these flows set up in order to bring in the most amount of revenue through email and SMS. We're talking welcome flow. So for everyone that's opting in, helping them get educated on the brand, the core values, any reviews, the history of the brand, and building trust with the customer from the first impression. Having abandoned site set up for people that visited but didn't look at products or added to cart. Abandoned browse for people that looked at products but didn't add to cart. Abandoned cart for people that added to cart but didn't check out. Abandoned checkout, which is for people that were checking out but just didn't purchase. Every single one of these flows help each step of the sales process. Now afterwards, with post-purchase, we want to send out emails to people that have bought. Cross-sell, we'll get into that a little bit later. And then lastly, win back for people that haven't engaged with your brand in a while. These flows print money without doing anything. And just last month, one of our clients hit $62,000 in flow revenue alone, all of it being automated. And yet still, some brands don't even have a welcome flow. It's like building a storefront, but forgetting to put in the front door. It's that crucial to your business's success. Now get your flows in order before sending another, hey, just checking in campaign. I actually made a video up top here that breaks down all of the core flows that you need to set up. Now moving on to pillar number 3, creativity being blocked by the brand guide. Now creative email marketing doesn't mean let's write in our brand voice and stay on brand. No, it means let's write something that people actually want to read. We've run emails that look like a tweet or a text message or even a letter from your ex. One brand we worked with, we turned a funny review into a reorder campaign with a subject line of "My dog ate my retainer" with a 63% open rate and $2,500 in 24 hours. So if you're only sending emails that sound like your product page, don't be surprised when no one opens them. Don't write on brand, write for attention that converts. Pillar number 4 has all to do with selling and not educating. So if your email calendar looks like sale, flash sale, last chance, congratulations. You've trained your list to wait for discounts and ignore everything else. A 2-for-1 combo. Now here's the thing. No one buys a product that they don't believe in. even if it's 90% off. That's why education is crucial. You need an objection handle in your welcome flow, highlight why your product is different, use storytelling and customer experiences to build belief, and then share real reviews with actual context behind them. You can also explain how to use the product, who it is for, and who it is not for. And we've seen clients go from 15% to 28% in email revenue just by layering in education campaigns between all the sell type emails. Sales are the final step, and education is what helps people understand and trust your brand before they buy. Now moving on to the last pillar, number 5, no repeat purchase system. So if you sell high ticket or one-off products, getting to 30% in email revenue is going to be a bit harder. Not impossible, just harder, but the key is the sale doesn't end after the first purchase. You need a back-end engine for cross-sells, upsells, subscription offers, bundles, replenishment reminders, gifting campaigns, anniversary sales, win-backs. All of this is important because in this modern age, ad costs are not gonna get any cheaper. Email systems aren't gonna get any cheaper. Agencies aren't gonna get any cheaper. And in order to make the most amount of money for the amount of money that you're gonna be spending to acquire the customer, you need to have a back-end system set up. And for example, one client that sells outdoor gear, we built a 60-day follow-up funnel offering an accessory kit. And that alone has brought in $31,000 in added revenue in the last 3 months. Now, sure, it's not a ton of money for a brand doing $400,000 a month, but every little flow adds up. And if you have 3 flows cross-selling to past customers like this, then it's an additional $30,000 a month generated that wouldn't have been there to begin with. And if you're not monetizing the back end, you're fighting customer acquisition cost with one hand tied behind your back. Now let's get into a bonus round with 6 rapid-fire email revenue boosters that you can use immediately. Steal email angles from YouTube comments and Reddit posts. That's where your customer's real voice lives, and use it as inspiration for future campaign ideas. You can also use AI sentiment analysis on your reviews to find common themes, common objections, and common things that people love about your brand and write to them. You can also leverage National Days Calendar for future campaigns. National Pancake Day, if you're a breakfast brand, that's an easy win. You can also pull ideas from completely unrelated industries. You're not too good to steal from a dog toy brand if it's a good idea. A/B test pop-ups just as hard as you A/B test emails, because the pop-up determines if they ever even see your emails. So make sure to have a high converting pop-up. And lastly, do a quarterly flow cleanup. Remove the dead flows, consolidate duplicates, and optimize for top performers. Now, most brands are leaving tens of thousands on the table because they don't take email seriously, or worse, they think email is just a box to check. But if you build list growth, set up the right flows, write emails worth reading, mix in education, and set up your backend, you'll scale email to 30% plus without discounts, without annoying your list, and without guessing. So if you want help doing that, grab a free audit down below with us, and we'll review your setup and show you exactly how to fix it. Links down in the description. If you got value from the video, hit like, drop a comment, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this every week. And YouTube thinks you're going to love this video right here, so go ahead and check that out afterwards, and I'll see you in the next one.